So when it's really hot, I pour in the batter. Look at that. And then into the oven it goes. Before long, you have this gorgeous pan of cornbread, which is perfect for dressing. So now the cornbread is cool, and I'm going to cut up 3 different kinds of bread for my dressing. The cornbread is the most important, and if you'll look here, you'll notice in a second that I'm going to save myself a wedge. I always make a double batch, so I have a wedge left over to snack on. Spread butter on it with honey. Oh my gosh. The other kind of bread the dressing uses is French bread, so I just kind of cut it into big cubes, just like the cornbread. And ciabatta, this would not pass as ciabatta in Italy. It's supermarket ciabatta. But basically just 3 kinds of bread. Again, the cornbread is the most important part. And you need a couple of days for this to totally dry out. So I'm just going to park it in a corner of my kitchen. The dressing is incredible. Starts with butter. I told you I used a lot of butter on Thanksgiving. And I'll add a bunch of the onion that I chopped, a bunch of that celery. Cook until it starts to soften, add salt and pepper, stir a little bit more, and then add a whole bunch of chicken broth or turkey broth, whatever you have. A bunch of parsley goes in with some ground thyme, some dried basil, little bit of turmeric just for color, and then stir this just to get the flavors to combine for a bit. Then you can turn it off. Meantime, all of that dried bread, listen how crispy it is, goes into a huge bowl. I'll add about half of the broth and veggie mixture. And this is sort of a process. You want to stir, gauge the moisture that you want. I like my dressing to be pretty moist. And then I just mound it into a big baking dish. You want to taste it, make sure it's properly seasoned, but that is ready to go.